Hello, welcome to Breadknife Music, the home of local music here in Norwich and Norfolk. And this is the Cheap Vinyl Challenge episode 6. Now the Cheap Vinyl Challenge is where I find a record that I don't know anything about, something that looks interesting, cheap record, and then we listen to it together, and at the end I decide whether it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whether this record might go back to a charity shop or something like that, or whether I might send it to you if I didn't like it, or maybe it's a keeper that I enjoyed listening to and I'll obviously listen to again. Okay, so today's record is this. So this is Mussorgsky Songs. Mussorgsky. I'm not even sure I can pronounce it correctly. So yeah, this was a record I bought in a cheap bundle of classical records from eBay. I think I paid about a £5 for 6 LPs, right? And this was in that bundle. So I think there was a couple of other things by Beethoven that I wanted, things like that. And then this came in it, and so this is quite interesting. So it's got a nice helmet on the front here, and then I think the songs are sung by somebody called Kim Borg. So this record comes from Czechoslovakia. It's got the Prague Radio Symphony Orchestra on it, and a pianist, and it was made in 1963. Now, interestingly, it's music by Modis Petrovich Mussorgsky, I can't say it, who I think I've heard of, but I'm assuming this is going to be classical music. The intriguing part, I suppose, is that this is Songs and Dances of Death, whatever that means. So hopefully it won't be too morbid. There's a whole kind of blurb inside, all about it, which I haven't read. A lot of which is in German, I think. Not quite sure why. Anyway, at the end, obviously, we'll talk about who Mussorgsky was and what he's famous for, and the usual stuff. This might be a really crackly record. It might have skips and jumps because it's from 1963. But we'll see, and we'll see whether we like this music or not. Now, just to say, there are several songs, so I'm going to play the first song on side 1 and see where we get with that. It's called "Where Art Thou, Little Star?" Maybe that fits with Christmas or something. I've no idea. So I'm going to put it on, and we'll have a listen and see what we think. Okay, so I quite liked that. It's very evocative of Russia. You can feel that as if you're out on the Russian steppes or something like that. It has, interesting how music can often do this, be evocative straight away of a place, or give you that idea of Russia. Kim Borg's got a nice deep voice there, so I quite liked that. It was kind of mournful. Let's see, I'm going to play the second song now, which is called Old Man's Song. So again, quite emotional, mournful, singing slow, quite evocative stuff really. Orchestra sounds great. There's quite a crackly copy, but not so bad that you can't listen to it well. Okay, I'm going to play a third track from side one. This is called Mussorgsky Song of the Flea. Obviously I won't have any idea what they're talking about because it's in Russian. Okay, I'm not sure what to think about that one. It's quite comical with him laughing in the middle there. Theatrical, I suppose. You know, would I want to listen to that song over and over again? I don't know. I mean, the orchestration is interesting, yeah. So let's see. I'm going to turn it over and play a couple on side two. I think side two might be slightly different. I think it's got, although I'm just guessing from the titles, that they kind of flow into each other, the songs. But I'll try the first song on side two, which is called Trepak. No idea what that means. T-R-E-P-A-K, Trepak. Okay. Okay, so again, you're quite sombre, as you'd expect from this kind of music. you know, I really like the orchestra and the kind of feel of that, the sort of Russian feel of it. At this point, I'm not sure. Do I want to listen to just that one voice, his voice, all the way through? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to play one more track, the last track on this. Actually, no, maybe I'll play two. I'm going to play the penultimate track, which is called Serenade, and then the last track, which is called The Field Marshal, and then we'll see what we think. You know, put comments on the at the bottom, like and subscribe. Put what you think about this music. Is it a thumbs up or a thumbs down for you? Okay, so the next one is called Serenade. Okay, and the last track, which is called The Field Marshal. Okay, so that is let me try and say it again. Okay, so that is Mussorgsky, Modest Petrovich Mussorgsky, the composer, and so he was a 19th century composer, 1839 to 1881, from Russia. Russian music of the Romantic period, it says. So he's famous for a couple of things. There's a piece of music called Night on Bald Mountain, which I'm now going to have to look up and play. That was on the Disney film Fantasia, was used on that. And then there's a piano suite called Pictures at an Exhibition, and I'm sure if we looked that up and played that, we'd know it. So this record has a couple of things he's famous for, where they're kind of song cycles, where he's put songs together. So there's a couple of song cycles on this record that we've listened to selections from, like Mistopheles' Song of the Flea. The side 2 actually is a song cycle, the Songs and Dances of Death, and actually, if I've looked at the sleeve and read about it. It's enormously sad. Death coming to a sick child and things like this. So you can see how he's playing with the kind of Russian folk tradition, I guess, is what you'd say. And yeah, interesting stuff. So I definitely want to listen to more of his compositions. And just to say, the singer on that record, Kim Borg, was a Finnish famous bass singer and composer. He was 1919. He died in the year 2000. So he had a nice long life singing those songs. So yeah, interesting stuff. I'm not quite sure what I think about it. So on the one hand, I'm intrigued by the music. I liked the orchestration, I liked the composition, and I'm sure on repeated plays I'd probably like that even more. And it's definitely made me want to explore Mussorgsky's music. Good job I don't actually have to say it after this video. I definitely want to explore his music and hear some of the other things he's done, especially the famous pieces. Maybe I'll see if I can get some vinyl of that. The problem I have with this record is that it's one voice all the way through. So you have to kind of begin to love Kim Borg's voice all the way through. I mean, the kind of problem we've got, or I've got, is that I don't speak Russian, so I don't know what they're singing about, and so I'd have to look up what he's singing about. I'd have to look up what the songs were actually saying. Yeah, so what am I going to decide? Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. I think I'm going to keep this. I think this is a thumbs up record, because I think I will be interested to play the whole thing all the way through. And yeah, so it's intriguing, and it's made me want to find out more about Mussorgsky. I can't even say it. And yeah, fantastic what a really cheap record from 1963 can do. There we are. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.